if we were to go ahead with this, and the data quality, the data capture plan is extremely important in my view. And for me, what I would like to know is, it's all very well to say climate change and lots of other things that we can all agree with. It's the question, or pollution and the rest of it. What are the key measures that will determine whether this is success or not? And what is the priority order of them? Is it pollution? Is it, and if so, where? Is it traffic throughput on the main roads? Is it number of people doing cycle? And please don't say all of the above. Which are the important ones that if we're going to push ourselves forward 12, 18 months' time, what will we be looking at that says this is going to be what success looks like? Thank you.
Maybe if I start to answer, and I'd go back to the earlier comment about we'd have to be conscious of the changing situation as the experiment, if and when the experiment is implemented, changing in terms of COVID and the point at where easing of lockdown is, and the capacity that's available on public transport or not. So depending on when the experiment, if and when the experiment is implemented, it will be a moving feast anyway that is being measured and monitored. I'd say we need to attach an awful lot of weight to what Transport for London has to say. It is the authority responsible for operating the bus services. It's extremely keen to ensure that those bus services operate reliably, and it's keen to see that they aren't impacted on their routes. And the major routes in this area, obviously the 410 goes down Auckland Road, it's likely to benefit from the experiment. But on the A roads, there is, we're being highlighted that there might be potential effects on those A roads, and it's something we clearly want to monitor with TfL, particularly the effects on the buses.
Yeah, these are details. What's the number? Is it pollution? Is it? I mean, there's always, and it's going to be really difficult because of baseline problems, which is another question. But what's the most important thing that we'll look at? What are those? You know, like I say, pollution, number of cyclists, number of people walking. You know, which are the parameters that we can measure that will be the most important if we're going to compare what success looks like?
I cannot put my hand on my heart and say there is a nice formula and to mix my metaphors on which we can crank the handle and it will give the result. It's going to be shades of grey. Mark mentioned that there will be monitoring of air quality. What we will have is very clear indication of what the concentrations of NOx are at those particular monitoring points. But it's a reason why modelling is undertaken to be able to understand.
Yeah. Okay, so air quality, that's one. That's that. Yeah. We can talk about the details afterwards. What else? That's it. That's fine. I mean, that's great. Then we just have to say air quality. It's just a question of where and how we measure it.